Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, I just had it up here over here, man. What we got on deck, man? All right, yo, we got Big Lotto, man. All right, Big Lotto coming through, okay? Well, we also got Benzino squashing some beef, man. Rihanna, Drake, and a couple of others, man, unfollowing Megan Thee Stallion. We got K-Flock hiring El Chapo's lawyer, and we got the game on Kanye West, and I think that's what we got. And what is it, DL Hughley? I think it's DL Hughley. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source Show. If this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that, man. Yo, that notification bell ain't never did nothing to you, so go on and tap that bad boy. You see what I'm saying? And you might as well hit the like button and the subscribe button, all that good stuff, man. Hit that joint right quick and make sure you share us out on your Facebook or your Insta or whatever, man. You know what I mean? Tag us on your Instas, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, check this out, man. Let's get right to it, okay? We setting this one off with Big Lotto, man. You know what I mean? Because I like when sometimes, starting it off with the pretty lady sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't gonna front, man. Initially, I ain't like her. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, okay? Especially when she did the whole orangutan thing. I ain't really like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like her. I was like, I don't like her. I don't like her face. I don't like her. You know what I mean? But then she seemed to be in touch with her fan base. You know what I'm saying? And the critics, in a way, that I'm over here thinking like, yo, man, that was a nice display of high emotional intelligence, man. I could respect that. You know what I mean? She even changed. She had so much emotional intelligence that she changed her name from Mulatto to Big Lotto. I mean, it wasn't quite the change. You know what I'm saying? It was like changing it from Celeb Source to Aleb Source. You know what I mean? It wasn't super creative, but it was like, yo, she understood that Mulatto didn't taste well in people's mouths. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Shorty grew on me, kind of like a fungus. You know, that smells good. Like, look, I don't think this is good for me, but it's the only thing that wants to be with me. Anyway, Mulatto came out and said something very interesting about some features on her album. She said, quote, "I'm clearing my album right now, and it's been difficult to deal with these men." You don't say. She said, "They don't know how to keep it business." I think it was Patrice. Was it Patrice O'Neal that said, like, men are like bears and women are like fish? And it's like, we love to eat fish and we can't, but we have to now work in a cubicle alongside fish. And the whole thing is like, how do we work alongside this fish and not eat it? You know what I'm saying? She said, they don't know how to keep it business. I don't care, baby. I'ma just keep it 100. It's a feature on my album that it was difficult to clear, and they like trying to drop they nuts on me because I won't respond to a DM. I'm over here like, word. Like, who is she? Who are the features on her album? Matter of fact, hold on for a second. I need to look up the features on the album. Oh, hold on for a second. All right, whatever. I couldn't find the features of the album. I'm very curious to know now exactly who it might have been. You know what I'm saying? But it really doesn't matter because they couldn't keep it business, is what she was trying to say. Now, the person that she was speaking to, right, like the host, they was like, yo, man, like, so they trying to figure out, just like me, who is the male artist? She said, quote, just because I love the song so much and I had to turn it in yesterday, so I didn't really have a choice. But I was like backed into a corner, like bullied. But I wish more females would speak up on the stuff. I know the labels and the stuff. They say don't do that. It's bad business. Whatever, man. Man, these folks be trying to drop nuts on female rappers, and I'm not gonna shut up about it. Close quote. Essentially, and I'm not saying it's good. What I'm saying is essentially, okay? Work is work is work, and in any field, what you have I think, is dudes trying to drop their nuts on folks. You see what I'm saying? And here's what's crazy though, man. In the field of education, where predominantly you have female teachers, well, forget it. For quite some time, Source Magazine former co-owner Benzino has expressed that he was not a huge fan of Eminem, right? In fact, right? Wasn't it like 2 or 3 weeks ago that he was asking stans the world over that he wasn't he telling them he wanted all the smoke? Talking about, oh, yo, pull up to the spot, I'ma be there. You know what I'm saying? He gave the address in the whole 9 yards. He was like, yo, if they bout it, like that. You know what I'm saying? Come through. Fortunately, nobody was dumb enough to take the entertainer up on his offer. Fast forward to 2 days ago, right? And Benzino posted, quote, "To all the Eminem fans and stans all over the world, the beef is officially over." You ain't seen that one coming, did you? He said, "I'm letting y'all know I have no hate towards any of his fans and recognize his contributions to hip-hop. He truly is a part of the culture and one of the best to rock the mic regardless of his color." Close quote. Benzino finally found his phone later that night at a Mom's Spaghetti in Atlanta. I'm just joking. Mom's Spaghetti is in Detroit. Okay, look. Detroit, the man didn't lose his phone, okay? Apparently, the man really wrote that, as far as I currently understand. And so I say, salute to Benzino for pulling a real man move right there. You know what I mean? Look, it's always better and more manly, right? And more adult to squash beef than to start beef. If you starting beef, man, you a sucker for that. You know what I'm saying? I always think it's easier to start beef than to squash beef, man. You know what I mean? To squash beef, that requires a whole lot of intelligence. You actually got to come up with a way to diffuse a situation. Kind of like what Trevor Noah did. What's my time looking like over here, man? Now, something relatively unusual has been going on with social media and Megan Thee Stallion. And look, a few people on the internet have been buzzing about Drake, Rihanna, even Beyonce unfollowing Megan Thee Stallion. Look, there have been reports now, right, that Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, they all decided to, oddly, back away slow and careful from Thee Stallion. Now, it has also popped up, right, that Rihanna removed Megan Thee Stallion from her Savage Fenty website, which is sparking all kinds of speculation. What on earth would possibly create such a sharp rift between Megan and the cool kids? You know what I'm saying? Now, folks at this point could only think of one situation and one person that could cause everybody to want to back away from Thee Stallion. And I think everybody sees the same, you know what I'm saying, 5'7" dude smiling. 5'3", 5'7", whatever the hell he is. I think he said he was 5'7", the internet said he was 5'3". I think everybody sees the same person smiling in the background like, yep, it's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my shout outs real quick. Where we at with the shout outs? Do we have shout outs for today, man? I know we do. All right, what we got right here, man? All right, look, check this out, man. Shout out to Fancy Williams, man. She said, yo, you read what Trevor Noah said really well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Fancy Williams, man. Look, well, let me keep going. Reginald Mason came through and said, yo, celeb. I'm laughing because I really did think Lil Boosie was going to say he ain't want to be right. I know that's what you was thinking, Reg. Samantha Haskey came through and said, yo, celeb read Game's quotes with no problem. See, that's right. Your boy's been practicing reading. Psych, I ain't been practicing reading. Tree came through and said, yo, Tree, I think I work with you. Anyway, Tree came through and said, number 2 is a great positive message. She's still talking about Black Man's Verdict from Wallaby. You know what I'm saying? She said, number 2 is a great positive message. All that speaking of killing and guns and murder and all that is not good for our youngins. Real talk, man. This is why I try to push out the idea, right? That, look, like violent hip hop music and stuff like that's been for so long, but the murder, I don't think it was super high because a lot of us understood, yo, this is entertainment and then this is this other thing. But a lot of these cats nowadays that come into music, like people are actually hiring real killers to produce real music. We don't want that. I don't want a real killer doing the music, fam. Give me the entertainment, man. Give me Denzel Washington who could perform as this. I don't want a real killer doing it. All right? The real killer, you know what I want to happen to him? I want him to be locked away somewhere in a cage. I don't want that nigga running around me. You know what I'm saying? Please. You know what I mean? Give me the entertainer. I like the entertainers. They keep me like they keep me like deluded. Like I stay sleep with them. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes like we get the news and we get this information and sometimes, yo, man, I just want to go to a party. I just want to play a video game. I just want to decompress and watch Training Day. Okay? I don't want a real killer. You know what I mean? Being Alonzo in Training Day. Give me Denzel. All right? Give me the entertainers. Get rid of the real murder. Anyway, so I feel what you're saying, sis. Check this out, Tree. Trouble Gurr said, wait. So Boosie can't show his 18-year-old son some cat, but Dwayne Wade could let his 11-year-old boy walk around in a dress, shaking my motherfucking head. I'm confused. You ain't the only one, Trouble. Let's get right back to it. Oh, man, shout out to Rich Trapper, man. I like Rich Trapper, man. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, man, why you low-key always throwing slick shots, man? Ain't the news non-biased? I told him, like, yo, man, where have you ever seen non-biased news? All news is biased to me, as far as I understand, man. And he was like, we had a little bit of a dialogue back and forth, man. But yo, shout out to Rich Trapper, man. I like folks that come through, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes criticize your boy. I can deal with it. Some days I can deal with it. Some days I can't deal with the criticism. So, but y'all know that already. Y'all know I'm sensitive about my ish. Anyway, back in December, K Flock, according to police, walked into a barbershop. Police said this man walked into a barbershop and caught his ops lacking. But then, video surveillance came out showing the man walking past the barbershop. At that point, I was like, whichever police officer lied like that, man, he should lose his whole gig just for the lie. Because if you're supposed to be the authority and you got the authority to lock someone away, you know what I'm saying, and have them enslaved in the system, and you running around here talking about you walked into, he walked in. Anyway, look. K Flock, according to police, they said he walked into the barbershop and killed somebody, okay? Video surveillance came out showing a man walking past the barbershop, a bunch of dudes popping their heads out the shop and following after K Flock before being laid out. Now, K Flock is facing murder charges, and his defense attorney will be none other than Jeffrey Lichman. Now, Lichman defended El Chapo and John Gotti Jr. You like, but El Chapo lost, didn't he? Yeah, but Gotti Jr. won. Anyway, Lichman stated, quote, very happy and honored to be representing K Flock on the most serious of cases. A very talented kid, and I'm looking forward to winning his trial when the facts come out. I think people will be shocked that he was even charged. Check this out. The Game is back and has highlighted Kanye's performance being pulled from the Grammys. Okay? Now, the Game alludes to the idea that it's connected to the person that will be hosting the Grammys. Who will be hosting the Grammys, you ask? None other than Trevor Noah. So the idea, well, let me read what the Game said. He said, quote, time and time again, they show us that they only want to steal the culture, not allow you to ever be their equals. In a more obvious move for reasons of minuscule actions, I love how the Game comes through and is super I love the code switching this man does. The Grammys have, at the last minute, decided to pull Kanye West from performing on the show as if we didn't know it was coming. Could be, this man knows how to play the game, could be because Trevor Noah is hosting and there was a conversation held amongst his team and the Academy that led to the decision, or because Ye's account was suspended just days ago for reasons unknown, especially in a world where all the negativities of the world can be found on the same app with no repercussions or suspensions. We'll just say it's all of the above and a continuous disrespect for us and all that we have brought to the table in entertainment, media, and sports over the last 100 years especially. Speak your mind in this country for yourself, family, or your people, and you'll be ostracized immediately. Ain't that what Charleston White said on 85 South? Yeah, they go to Nasty Dog. This Nasty Dog looked like the cleric beast. Y'all like, what's the cleric beast? You better go Google it. Look it up. I got a dog in my neighborhood that looks like the cleric beast. Don't look back at me. It's like he heard me. Anyway, the Game continued on and said, we'll just say it's all of the above and a continuous disrespect for us and all that we've brought to the table in entertainment, media, and sports over the last 100 years especially. Speak your mind in this country for yourself, family, and you'll be ostracized. If you push them hard enough, they'll stop at no ends to try and put an end to you as a whole. The Game is giving you game. What this man is saying is real talk. It's the same thing that Charleston White was saying on 85 South. Charleston White was saying, yo, man, if you talk that talk, they'll Sandra Bland your behind, man, and make you look like you crazy and can't nobody find you no more. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to watch that Charleston White and the 85 South joint around like 18 minutes. Anyway, he said, what is it? Speak your mind, you'll be ostracized. He also said, I, for one, have never been scared to speak my mind when understanding what the consequences may be. I can't sleep at night knowing I was quiet about issues, burning holes in my heart or narratives incorrectly pushed by the mass agenda to create a mindset that the person at hand is crazy or has issues internally that are beyond repair. I say all this to say, what are you saying, game? Because this game is too heavy for a lot of people. He said, I say all this to say, I'm woke. You know, people are afraid of that word, sir. And while I am, let me remind you that Colin Kaepernick still isn't allowed in the NFL. Lynching just became a federal hate crime in 2022. And you can now not be discriminated from employment because of the way you decide to wear your hair. Jeez. Thank you, Massa, for allowing us to slowly progress as a race 100 years at a time after all that was stolen from us. I'm sure I'll be the next account suspended for speaking freely on an app created for us to equally share as humans. LOL. I think he's saying we can't freely share. He said, hella-ish be a joke everywhere you turn these days, but let's keep playing their game until one day somebody wakes us all the cuff up. The game over here is talking recklessly. And the game over here is talking 100% facts. Thing is, a lot of folks, they ain't even at the point, like the game, like what you're talking about, like a lot of people ain't there. They're not there. You know what they do anyway. They dangle a couple of dollars in front of your face, right? Just to make you shut up and run with it. I like the way Charleston White put it in the video there. He was like, you know what they did? Everybody got mad about George Floyd, and then they just said, look at the NFL over here. We got football playing. Don't y'all want to watch the football and the ball? And everybody just was like, oh yeah, never mind George Floyd. Let's go back to this NFL piece. You see what I'm saying? Interesting stuff. Super interesting stuff, man. Where we at over here? And finally, DL Hughley has provided another response to Kanye after Kanye stated that he could see after all of this back and forth that they could end up being close friends. DL responded by saying, he said, this is the thing I find ironic. He's arguing with me about a woman neither one of us has. I don't know if, as Kanye says, that God doesn't love me. I often ask that question myself. He loves you, DL. But I do know this, he said. He said, if you have such a connection to God and you're such a conduit to him that you can have him omit his grace from me, then that wouldn't be a God. That would be a hitman. I don't know if my family, as you say, doesn't love me. I've asked that question before too. But I do know that I can go home without somebody calling the police. Damn, right? You say I'm broke, but I know that you're broken. You say I'm a has-been, but I know you never have been happy. This is an incarnation of the same guy that we see all the time, but you know and I know that it's the empty wagon that makes all the noise. All of the threats, all of the complaints, all of the curious things you do. Interestingly, you said we'll probably end up being friends after I can explain your jokes. If you can explain my jokes, how come you can't explain your behavior? I'm over here like, really? Are we doing this? DL. He's like, yes, we're doing this. You are acting in a way that I have said and will say over and over again is dangerous. Every day is teaching a young boy and young girls that this is appropriate. Every day we hear a story about some dude that picked up a gun and shot some girl. Oh, you mean like the story that we heard about, what is it, her name? I think her name was Lakivia. Yesterday, Young Thug's baby mama. He said, every day we hear a story about some dude that picked up a gun and shot some girl or hurt some girl or did something because they think it's appropriate. It is not. It is not okay. As you said, we could be friends one day. You could never be my friend acting this way. It is inappropriate and it is dangerous and it is scary. Hughley also added the fact that West gave his address out to people and he is still getting threats to this day. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cool. Hey, yo, let us know what you think in the comments below, man. your thoughts, your comments, of course, well appreciated, man. How can all of this be rectified? What do you think Kanye could do to fix the damage that's being done between him and these people? Should he even be concerned about that? Should he only be concerned about his family at this point, man? You know what I'm saying? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. Hey, yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.